everybody. Welcome to Grindcast, the official podcast of grindedword.com.
Of what?
Not the official Grindcast of Grindcast.
I thought it was the official podcast of shitakimushrooms.com.
You're not supposed to talk yet. They'll know you're here too early. As always, I'm Matt, and we've got...
Will?
And Jason.
All right. Now, they see there.
I'm sorry, I'll go hide in the corner.
No, there's no corners in this room. It's round.
It's a round room.
I made it out of
It's like the Oval Office in here.
I made it out of an old water silo.
It's the acoustics.
Yeah. Jesus. There's a lot of weird shit that happened this past week. Well, let's talk about it. I don't want to. I want to do the different thing. Let's like do it reverse.
Because then that makes it the grand finale.
Yeah.
And
all
this
right.
stuff doesn't deserve that.
No, none of this does. It's fucking horrible. But with that, drumming up the the awesomeness, we'll go straight into news. All right, so we'll start news with... Oh, which one of these dismal things do I want to talk about first?
It's a cold-blooded.
Well, I'll start with this one first because I was told that I don't pick enough of his topics.
I swear to God.
And this was from last week. So we're going to talk about Bindi Irwin, Steve Irwin's daughter.
That's her name.
Having a little bit of trouble.
At Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
She's done quite well for herself. She's 17, mind you, if you don't know anything about her. Because honestly, why would you? She's not really a star. She's just the daughter of a person.
Well, no one on Dancing with the Stars is.
Hey, look here. They've had some big names on there, like Bill Nye.
And Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho?
Like I just said.
Look here, Bill Nye is an important man.
Bill Nye is only important in America.
Where else?
Outside of this country, people are like, he's not even a real scientist.
Yes, he fucking is.
Chris Jericho is a multimedia juggernaut. He's a rock star. He's a wrestler. He's an actor. He's got his own podcast.
Are these all like loose interpretations of what those words mean?
Yeah, exactly. At one point in time, you were a wrestler, an actor, a podcast guy.
Yeah, I guess technically.
Yeah, so you did some backyard wrestling in your day.
I did.
With milk crates.
Not real well.
No. You took a milk crate to the face real good.
Things smashed to bits.
You did good.
But yeah, she won about $250,000, and the judges will not give her money until she can prove that her father is dead. Which is pretty damn outrageous.
I mean, I don't know how you do that other than, like, take him to the grave and, like, look.
Because
it's chiseled in stone. I don't know.
Assuming there's a death certificate somewhere, right?
Well, of course there would be.
Like, what do you do?
Well, where did he die? Did he die? I know, like...
In the Amazon somewhere.
Yeah.
God damn it, man.
He died in international waters, therefore there's no paperwork.
Yo.
Well, yeah, I mean...
He just took him away. Fuck is this? Fucking Moby Dick?
Dude, when you're on water, laws don't apply.
Yeah.
No
I learned that from the movie
is.
Maverick.
Yeah. That Stingray probably never faced charges either.
Mm-mm.
You won't see a day in jail.
Yeah, he won't. It's disgusting.
Didn't get a chance to tag him.
But yeah, her mom signed paperwork saying that my daughter can keep the money that she's won. And they're saying, you have to get your dad to do the same thing. But the man's dead. So they're like,
so
you have to prove that he's dead.
She just like go to the graveyard and do that thing like where you just take a crayon and like scribble over the tombstone and be like, he said it's okay. Like
so
this is just as asinine as that guy who like got disqualified from the marathon because he had 2 prosthetic legs.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They said he had an unfair advantage. A guy with no real fucking legs.
Oh, did he have like the blades or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I guess that's somehow, having no legs and having blades where your feet should be gives you an unfair advantage.
I'm like, he's part cyborg.
Part cyborg. He's not a cyborg.
You're not part cyborg unless you hear like, whoop, whoop, like that noise coming out of your joints when you're moving around. If there's no like
a power drill.
Yeah, if there's no like RoboCop like like when you step down, you're not an android.
Yeah,
if you're not cyborg,
you don't have those torque wrench sounds coming out of you.
If there isn't a DeWalt sticker on the side of you.
If you're not sponsored by a company, you're not a cyborg.
This is like a weird version of like, if you're a redneck. Like,
Jeff Foxworthy cyborg jokes.
If you have a DeWalt sticker on your lower thigh, you might be a cyborg.
Damn it.
So yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah. Like, everyone in the world knows this man is dead. But yet, the Australian government's like,
well, I didn't know till now.
Fuck out of here, man, you lying bastard.
I don't read the news, I just write it on this paper.
I don't read it, I just write it.
You know, every time that, like, somebody brings up Steve Irwin's death, I think about the World Series where the Philadelphia Phillies played the Tampa Bay Rays, and there was memes going around saying, come on, Phillies, do it for Steve. Beat the Rays. And I'm just like, that's so fucked up. But then I'm like, Philly fans.
They're brutal, man.
That's why there's underground tunnels.
Secret tunnels in the Holiday Inn.
So, moving on. I'm going to go into this one because this will, we can sandwich these two together because they're basically under the same thing. There's a Friday the 13th Kickstarter that got somewhat funded.
No, it
got funded, but it's not going to get its stretch goal.
It probably definitely won't reach its stretch goal of like 1.5 million, which is insane.
I like that stretch goal.
But it
like
has gotten fully it has gotten fully funded of the 700,000 that they asked for.
That's awesome. One, you said that they're going to have like
the guy who played Jason,
actual
guy that was Jason in the movies.
Well, one of them, I guess. There was 15 million people.
They got the Jason. Actual director from the original movies. They got the fucking I don't remember what they call him, but basically like the kill designer for the movies. So
like the special effects.
No. The guy that was like, this is how you're going to kill these people.
Oh, like the guy shows up, he's like, all right, what I want you to do is I want you to take a bed and fold it into a reverse taco, and that's how the guy's going to die.
He's like a kill choreographer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically the sick motherfucker.
Like the scene where he like crushes the guy's head. The guy came up with that.
Yeah.
All right, so this guy that's walking on his hands down the hallway, you're just going to take your machete and clip him right between the legs down to his belly button. Dude, that's fucked up. Hey, man, it's fucking Halloween. It's Friday the 13th, man.
God damn it.
Siskel and Ebert's going to hate this shit.
If you don't know about this Kickstarter, which honestly I didn't know about it for a while.
Well, we did talk about it in a show.
Yeah.
But I know you're not really here when we do them.
No, I was about to say, I didn't know about it until we talked about it, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, finish your sentence.
But yeah, it's similar to Evolved in that there's people playing counselors and then one person playing Jason. And it's obviously what you have to do. Either survive or kill all the counselors.
Yeah, and I like that because it's like the counselors aren't really... You're not trying to fight the monster, you're trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
So that's a cool, way around it, too.
It's not just more,
but knowing
you got guns, shoot at Jason.
Yeah, but knowing me...
It's actually survival horror.
Yeah. Knowing me, I could be the person that gets dropped in as Jason and I die in the first 2 minutes.
You fall into a trap of your own.
Yeah. Like, I come across the one character that has, psychic powers and can, slam my face with a couch or something and I die. Like in that one movie.
Couch slam.
Couch slam. In your house.
What is this?
Speaking of another Kickstarter, I was going with wrestling, you know?
Yeah.
In your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Backing
me up.
Every other pay-per-view that the WWF did in the 90s was an in-your-house pay-per-view.
Yeah. They didn't know where else it was going to be.
That was the 90s, though. Yeah. You had to be in someone's face.
He wanted to make it interactive. He's like, well, what if we just tell them it's, in their house?
Because, it's kind of in their house.
Yeah. We're broadcasting it there for a ridiculous price.
$69.99, and then 4 easy payments of $49.99 every 10 minutes.
So I guess if you go in now and you still put in toward the stretch goal, can you get into a tier, or is that just...
Oh, there's still plenty of things that are open. A lot of them actually sold out, which I find odd, especially like the lower tier ones, which is weird.
It's like $10. They give you like a thank you email.
No, the lowest you can donate is $5, and yeah, that's all you get is a thank you.
Like, hey, thanks for giving us $5.
I think you don't get a physical copy until like $80 or some shit. It's insane.
Fuck that.
Exactly.
I spent $60 on that other game, and I had to actually like tell him what my email was like second time. Trying to rob me.
One of the higher tier ones, which is I only read like a couple of them because honestly, a lot of those Kickstarter tiers can kind of just be pointless.
Yeah.
One of them was at $200, you get like a machete steel hard case for the game and a bunch of other shit, which I found pretty cool. But the highest one was $10,000, which actually sold out. I don't know how many people did it. All I know is it sold out, and you could be an actual counselor in the game.
Oh, good. I can't wait to see these people.
That
How many
had
like
$10,000.
rich parents you think bought that and like put like, oh, little Billy's gonna be in the game? You're just playing like this grown up version of some snotty brat nosed fucking rich kid.
Fucking knows who's got that kind of money to spend on
rich parents.
It's insane.
The stuff that I've seen, with
fucking
these,
yacht people,
upper tiers in these Kickstarters just boggles my mind.
I mean, you can fund the Grindcast Kickstarter right now for $10. I'll give you a fucking hand job. I mean, low tier. I do high stakes stuff on low tiers, man.
And he doesn't.
But the more you pay me, the less I'll do for you. I go in reverse. And you give me $10,000, I'm like, hey, thanks.
And it's not going to sell out because you have strong forearms. You can
I do. I lift.
Yeah.
Only with his forearms.
I can even do. Yeah, I mean, I can do like 4 at a time if you use like armpits.
Yeah. Wow.
You're going real
I saw that
ham.
before. Yeah, you get like back of the knees in there going on. There's the fourth hole.
God damn it!
All right, I got dark real quick.
Yeah,
going on. More Kickstarter news.
More Kickstarter news.
Go ahead. You brought this one, Mr. Bacon.
Mystery Science Theater 3000, which I imagine most of our listeners know what that is. It was a show on during the 1990s where a man and 2 robots sat and made fun of bad old movies. And
you stole my bit. I was like, if you don't know what it was a show in the year 3000 that got broadcasted in the 90s. Doc Brown brought it over.
So anyway, it got canceled by Sci-Fi. And there was actually a petition back then to bring it back. And then the group split up and they went 2 separate directions. Joel ended up going on to create Cinematic Titanic, and Mike ended up going off to create Riff Tracks.
Now, did it start on Comedy Central, or did they just get the syndication right?
It started on local TV in Minnesota.
That's right, yeah.
And then it got picked up by the Comedy Channel.
Because of all the Joel's Minnesota jokes eventually down the road.
Comedy Channel. So it was even before it was Comedy Central when they bought the rights, when it was still called the Comedy Channel. And it aired on there up until like 1995 when Sci-Fi bought the rights, Sci-Fi Universal. And that's why a lot of the years when they were on Sci-Fi, they were doing a lot of Universal movies because the earlier shows were more public domain stuff that they didn't have to pay the rights to use.
Okay.
But when the Universal Studios purchased the rights to them and then they did the main feature when it actually was a theatrical release for This Island Earth, those were Universal films. So Universal's like, yeah, you can make fun of our old crap. We don't care. We're making money. So whatever. But then they did get canceled. Like I said, they went off in different directions. And Joel, one of the original creators, decided that he wants to bring it back. Now, he doesn't necessarily want to host it. He wants to reboot it and like have like a new cast.
He just wants to be like the behind the scenes guy.
Yeah, he just wants to make more money off of the thing he made a lot of money off of.
That's what I want to do with this. I just want to be the behind the scenes guy and make money.
And so their goal is to kickstart to be able to fund episodes to pitch to studios or possibly to a channel or Netflix or Hulu or something like that to see if it'll get picked up.
It's a good chance because like Netflix just like makes everything nowadays. I think they have like 90 million original shows right now. There's just like a new one that started up this past week.
There's so many new ones that I don't even like bother much anymore until I hear something about it. It used to be before I was like, oh, it's a Netflix release. It might be decent. Now it's just kind of like another Netflix release. Okay, well, until I hear something.
It's like they had those 2 home runs and then like Daredevil, and then it's just like, just make whatever you can.
Yeah, just pump them out. But I think Mystery Science Theater has been getting a little bit of a revival thanks to Shout Factory doing their DVDs.
No, nothing of them.
When their original DVDs were put out by Universal, but when Universal's rights contract was up, they went to a company called Shout Factory to release their DVDs. And they've been doing a lot of limited edition ones and stuff like that. Have been selling really well. They continue to make them. They're up to like volume 35, I think, now. So they have almost the entire series on DVD now. And it's selling so well, and people, watching them on Netflix, and people going to watching the Riff Track stuff and going to live shows and stuff like that. There's still a market for this because you don't necessarily have to be of a certain age to enjoy it. Because a lot of people are like, oh, those old movies, I don't really like them. It's not about that. It's about the comedy. It's about the riffing. And so there's always, and if you look around the internet right now, a lot of popular, critics online, like the Nostalgia Critic, like Cinema Snob, like those types of people are basically riffing on these bad old films. Yeah. And, they owe a lot of what they do to the Mystery Science Theater crew. So there's definitely a market for it.
Yeah.
And I think it started yesterday, and last night at about 8:30, it was up to 750-some thousand.
It's at 1.4 million. I'm actually on the site right now, and
this is in one day then.
Yeah, one day.
It's still 29 days to go. The final one is actually $25,000.
Yeah, the tiers.
The final one.
So what do you get for $25,000?
Let's find out. We'll name you as an executive producer for the entire new season. Joel will call to thank you, tell you about what's planned. Next summer, you'll fly out with a guest to Los Angeles to visit the set, where you'll have your own personalized director's chair while you watch us shoot an episode.
And you get your own
official poster. You'll be credited on IMDb, VIP set tour, lunch with the cast, VIP premiere tickets for Los Angeles or New York City, where you'll join your underlings for the debut of the new MST3K pilot episode, hang out with the cast creators, blah, blah, blah.
You could do a lot more than that with $25,000.
Yeah, you can. Now, this is what's really fucked up about this, okay? That does not include travel and accommodations. No. So you have to pay for your own. You have to pay for your own trip there and your own hotel room. And
you could have a hell of a fucking vacation out there for $25,000.
That tier didn't include a Tom Servo or Crow T robot, right? Because there was tiers where like you got your own like actual.
This one includes
full size.
This one includes
puppet.
Other ones.
Okay.
But I didn't read the other ones. More than likely, it probably
for $25,000, you get the Gypsy robot.
It's just a vacuum cleaner.
It just seems like you're getting fucked for $25,000.
Yeah.
I don't know.
13,102 people donated so far. 1.466560.
The thing is, I consider donating because I love the show. I own a lot of their DVDs and stuff like that. But like, you have to spend quite a bit to even get anything decent tier-wise.
Oh, yeah. The early tiers are garbo.
It's like, here's a postcard. Thank you.
The minimum is $10, and that gets you a printable MST3K Information Club 2 membership certificate and ID card. Ooh, boy. Yeah. I can print something out.
ID card for what?
That you're a member of the club. You're an exclusive club. You can't just make your own on Photoshop.
That's like when I got like my first Loot Crate and they gave me that plastic card. Like, you're a Loot Crate member. I was like, oh, good. I just threw it the fuck out.
Threw it out the window.
Yeah.
The next
tier out there with all my consoles.
The next tier is $25, and you'll be one of the first to see the first new episode when the movie is Signed Sounds, with access to our live streaming online premiere where you can watch and riff the new episode live with Joel. The cast and your fellow backers.
How does that work?
It's just like a stream, and I guess you can talk to yourself in your room. You watch
But
it.
like, you'll be one of the first, so they got to make sure they send a
First of all,
streamable episode to you before it's available to anybody else.
yeah. First of all, it's $25, and there's already
They probably give you a special
1,113 people that have backed this. That's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, so you're not like one of the first. You're just like one of thousands.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got this.
Yeah, I didn't really care for their tier system on this. But then there's been a lot of Kickstarters that I didn't care for the tier system on.
Yeah, I like Bloodborne. So
Well-
Bloodborne was nice.
All right, well, let's move on.
Not Bloodborne. Sorry, Bloodstained.
Bloodstained, yeah.
Bloodstain.
Just got Bloodborne on the mind.
It's a stain this time. Okay. Well, Shia LaBeouf's in news.
God damn it!
You know, if anybody's heard about this, you heard about this? You seen this? You heard about this?
I did.
Stop it!
I'm starting to do this now. You
Yeah.
heard about this? You seen this, Will?
Yeah.
Hey! Shia LaBeouf is inviting his fans to watch all his movies with him if you live where he's watching them right now. Or you can go online at newhype.com and watch him watch his movies. He's doing this for 3 days in a row. I'm sure he's taking sleep breaks, but maybe not because he's just fucking insane.
True.
He probably doesn't sleep anymore. But
He just does it.
yeah, so he's just gonna watch all his movies for 3 days straight.
Does he have enough movies to cover 3 days straight?
I'm sure there's
He's
like
got
his.
Holes and the 90 Transformers movies.
And,
We'll say
and,
there's-
like, it's like every episode of Even Stevens,
Well, see,
probably.
I think this is going to be awkward for people that go to the theater because they're starting with his more current stuff first. So you'll
And
get
then
to
going
like,
to his child.
yeah,
and stuff.
you'll get to see his dick out in Nymphomaniac, fucking people, and then it goes to like Transformers,
and
and then it goes to like that one where what was the Eagle Eye or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
And it goes, well, it was like then the Indiana Jones, then like stuff like Eagle Eye, and then Holes, and then like maybe they'll have Even Stevens on there toward
God
the
damn
end.
it. This is so fucking
So it's like you get to see how his life was better before he got famous. I hope like by the end-
You can watch him slowly becoming a credible actor. No,
I just know how bad it can be. Like, I just like.
too much.
It's weird. It's such a
very
weird
weird.
concept, and like
very weird. He's going completely Howard Hughes on us now. he's gonna,
A little bit.
this is like weirder than when like Joaquin Phoenix did that like I'm Still Alive movie or whatever. Because like everybody thought he was dead because he wasn't acting for the longest
And he
time.
was like pooping all over the place. And
yeah, he just shows up and he looks homeless because he has a beard he grew for like 10 years and like he didn't cut his hair. He's just like wearing like Unabomber sunglasses.
instead of shoes, he's wearing Kleenex boxes.
Yeah.
No.
going back to the
Gonna
Hughes
go back
thing.
to Howard Hughes. Yeah.
God damn it, he's a good man.
He's a good man. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know right now how many people are actually streaming him watching these movies, and I don't know. Like, I don't even know how that works either, because it's like, are you actually, if you come on the website, are you actually able to watch the movie with him?
Or is it just a picture of him?
Just like
I
a camera?
think it's just a camera of him. I don't
that
know.
would be even better.
Just watching his reactions to his own stuff.
God,
Hopefully it's like a split screen thing. Where
God damn it.
like a Let's Player where it's like you see them and then you
Yeah, they just have a little Shia LaBeouf in a box in the corner, and then like the
Yeah.
movie's just playing.
Yeah, hopefully. I haven't gone on this. I just knew
Why
that it
would
was
you
happening.
Want that just the screen should just be him. That's all you should
More
get.
entertainment than the movie, probably.
Just from the chin up.
Yeah.
Just like real zoomed in close.
Yeah.
It's like how they get that close without him being able to not watch the movie.
Well, they do it from like the side, like this or something. So it's like the whole time he can't move his head. Or
All the
pan
audio is
camera.
just him breathing or reacting.
It's just him breathing. Why is he out of breath? He's just watching a movie.
I'm magnificent.
Why would you not be out of breath? He's watching Holes.
Why are you sweaty? I was watching Cops.
I was watching Cops.
Stop.
Anybody out there? Did you get that one?
Everybody gets that one.
Let's hope so. All right. Well, I'm going to end news today.
Bye-bye news.
You know what? No, we'll throw one more in.
Oh,
Damn.
but wait, there's more.
'Cause I saw one that I wanted to get in there. You know, every time you slam something, I have to spend an hour trying to get that the fuck out of the goddamn recording. and you are punching shit the whole time.
I'm a passionate man.
Flailing.
I know, like, I'm just listening. It's like, I'm like, that was Jason. And he's not even talking right now.
I'm a passionate man. What can I say?
It's fine.
So over here with this gavel, just backing up.
I came from everywhere.
All right. So there was a movie in the theaters recently that didn't do so well.
Oh,
damn.
And it was truly not very outrageous.
No, and the theaters knew it was, not the theaters, the producing company realized it wasn't doing well either. It just said, we take that back. Gem of the Holograms released this past weekend.
It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, sorry. Yeah. To an astounding, not many millions of dollars of revenue taken in.
To an astounding cricket sound.
So, and that's the funny thing to think. Like, in this day and age, movies that don't even have a big budget still would be like 50 million, or even a little higher than that at least, to make the movie. So when you put something out and it gets maybe like a return of like, I think its opening weekend was only like $7 million or something.
I don't even know.
Like
I doubt it.
It was pathetic.
I'm looking it up right now.
I remember it. I know it's a pathetic amount of money that it brought in. So if that's opening weekend, like by the end of the first week of it being out, people are just like, "What? That's still in theaters?" Like, I don't even know what kind of like time schedule this thing had. Like, it probably had like 2 times. Like on opening weekend. Yeah. And there was like weird ones too. It's probably like, here's a 10:40 showing and a 9:45. It
scored a 3.3 out of 10. Metacritic gave it a 42 actually.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Metacritic isn't reliable.
Yeah.
Its budget was $5 million. It
was only $5 million?
Its opening weekend, it made $1.3 million, which I am astounded by.
Yeah, I knew that it wasn't much over.
How the fuck did it make
over
them?
$1 million?
A $5 million budget. That's pathetic.
It grossed less than half at $2,028,000.
Well, and who would have thought it wouldn't have went over good when you don't make it about the title that the movie's fucking based on?
It was like they took like a completely different script and just threw Gem and the Holograms and some of their names on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like you're walking in the Gem and the Holograms and all of a sudden like a Nightmare on Elm Street movie starts playing.
I'd stick around.
I probably would too, but you're just like, what the fuck happened to Gem and the Holograms?
But like you were saying earlier about how like nobody really was super excited for this anyway.
No one wanted it that.
The only people that like had any kind of emotion towards it at all were people who were panning it for not having anything to do with the actual source material.
I mean, if you watch the trailer, you could tell immediately this is not Gem and the Holograms.
I mean, I watched the trailer like and I got angry. I did. I'm like,
angry.
Like I got angry. I actually I liked the Gem cartoon.
You got up and threw your remote at the TV.
You went like total man-child angry on it.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer come on and I was like, I didn't fucking care about it back then. Don't fucking care about it now. I was like, there were better all-female rock groups back then.
Shit.
What?
There's a after credit scene where they try to shoehorn in a sequel like at the end of Mario Brothers. Where Erica recruits the Misfits to help her stop Gem.
Oh yeah, like they had to like I wish it would be actually the Misfits with like Danzig.
There'd be no way you'd get him to do that. There'd be no fucking way.
That'd be hilarious. If it was a horror movie, he'd do it.
Yeah, he would.
Danzig
in there. It's fucking terrible.
He was on the.
So if you didn't see your Gem and the Holograms when it came out, you were waiting until the crowds lessened.
Yeah.
Too late. You're not going to see it anymore. You might be able to catch it in a dollar theater.
It's just, I find it funny that Universal, a major studio, just went, you know what? We fucked up, and they just like pulled it back.
See, I will say, I kind of respect them for that. When was the
last time that anything like this has happened? Like, I can't even.
See, I hope they let MST3K have a go at it now. They come back around, they're like, we're going to watch Gem and the Holograms.
I mean, there are movies that I know don't do well, but 2 weeks, and they're pulling the plug.
Yeah.
That's just...
I mean, I think Christmas with the Cranks did better than this fucking
I'm sure it did. I mean, we don't have the numbers in front of us, but I think it's safe to assume.
I think it is.
That doesn't take too long to find out.
But while you're looking that up, we'll go into the request topics. I'm trying to save myself time by doing my own sound effect. All right, so our good buddy Justin Hubler. He always contributes to the show.
That's awesome.
He's an awesome human being.
Yeah.
Holy
Give him a hug
shit.
when you see him.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Christmas for the Cranks cost $60 fucking million.
That's just for
salaries.
That's just for Tim Allen's coat.
It did
habit.
really fucking horrible opening weekend, $599,000. But
Holy shit!
But it grossed $73 million.
So it still made its money.
It's still better than Gem and Holograms.
Damn.
But
Damn. It's a terrible movie. So, okay,
Yeah,
well, here we go. Justin Hubler, his topic was, with the release of Fallout 4 this week, Target had a special promo for a limited edition Jones soda. Nuka-Cola for $1.99 a bottle. Instantly, they showed up on eBay selling from anywhere of $50 to up to $100 a bottle. What are you guys' thoughts? Sell stuff and make money while you can? Or are these people paying ridiculous prices? And are they just nuts? How long till companies that make the promos just sell them on eBay so they can make the profit? Good questions. My personal opinion, if you see something, especially a soda on eBay, that's selling for more than $2 and you pay for it, you're an idiot.
yeah, you're fucking retarded.
You're fucking dumb. I'm sorry if there's anybody out there that's listening that's done this, my personal opinion, but it's dumb. Because sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. No,
finish.
No, please.
I mean, I can
Affirmative
understand.
action. Go.
Shut up. I swear to God. I'll kill you.
I don't want to hear how I did you wrong this week. Go for it.
I can understand, like, oh, I missed out on being able to buy this, but if you're buying it for 100 times what it was originally worth, you are either extremely fucking horrible with money, or someone shot you in the head and you don't have access to that part of your brain that tells you stop.
Hey, you know what? You want Nuka-Cola? Get a Jones soda bottle and pour some blue fucking water in it. There you go.
That's Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Well, that's the better one anyway.
Yes, it is.
The way I look at this is, I don't think anybody paying the $100 is paying it to drink it. They're paying it to sit on it. Not actually to sit on the bottle, but to
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that.
They might have gone and bought those bottles and a big tub of Vaseline.
$100 worth of Vaseline. Special Fallout 4 Vaseline.
Yeah. because like
Vault 101 edition Vaseline.
what was the Pepsi product that was in Back to the Future that they just did a limited one on
Pepsi,
too?
God damn it. Perfect?
Yeah, Pepsi Perfect. And that was going for hundreds of dollars, but that was already, Pepsi, I think, sold that direct. The fact that people were actually going out to Target, standing, waiting outside to get in to get these is just blows my mind. And, I'm all about turning a buck, making a buck off, I'll buy anything if I think I can make a buck off of it.
Yeah, you damn scalper.
I'm like Frank from Pickers, but,
looking for rusty gold.
Yeah, looking for rusty gold. But
fucking dicks.
But the fact that I don't think anybody truly expected to be able to get $100 for a bottle of this. I think maybe they're thinking, oh, I can buy it for $2 and sell it for $10. I don't know if anybody was truly expecting him to go that high.
I heard about it and I was just like, I don't even want to spend $2 for soda.
Seriously. There's no fucking reason for that.
I'm like, I don't care if it's like Fallout 4 Special Edition. I don't fucking care.
You can get a 2 liter of that same fucking cola for that much. Yeah. It just doesn't have Nuka written on it.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm not that person. It's like, I collect antique soda. Like, I know there's people out there
There are people out there that
I know
do.
there are. There's people like, oh, I've got Pepsi Clear and it's original cans and bottles,
Guys have their sheds full of Crystal Pepsi, yeah.
Crystal Pepsi, not Pepsi Clear.
You're thinking of, something clear. God damn it. I know what this is.
Yeah, water clear.
Stop it.
But I that's just not my market. I know it's a niche market, but it's not me.
See, what's happening here is there's a bunch of people buying the Nuka-Cola because they know the Fallout is coming and they want to be prepared by having the Nuka-Cola with them.
I'd rather have Quantum. And they're not making it anyway, so fuck them.
Hey, it becomes Quantum after the Fallout. It's got to leave it outside.
Yeah, well.
Let it absorb all that radiation.
It's a combination of speculation and impatience. people will speculate on how many they produce, not realizing that Jones probably has a whole warehouse full of these. And then, once they start selling out and create a demand for it, then all of a sudden Jones puts out more onto the streets.
You're absolutely right.
Or it's people who are so impatient thinking, oh man, if I don't buy it now, I'm never gonna get it.
Yeah. If Amiibos have taught us anything.
Yeah.
In the past year that we've been covering them, you can fight tooth and nail to get those rare ones all you want, and then Nintendo's just like, here's some more.
Guess what?
There's Mario.
That's
all
every
Nintendo
company
Mario.
mascot is at the one at the head of the table.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
Nintendo's just like, oh, we need more Amiibo in North America. And Mario's just like, oh, we put them more out there. Then they become a nothing. All of them are fighting over to paying $100. They're looking like a dumbass now. It's like, you a brilliant man. And then Disney's there just like, huh? Why isn't anybody buying Disney Infinity figures?
Well,
we got 3.0 now.
Because Disney's doing it the wrong way. They're putting too many out at once.
Yeah.
They didn't do like Nintendo did, where they released them in waves and they would release in limited quantities to build up demand.
Nintendo did what they're supposed to, which was you just said, because they knew, not Skyrim, what the fuck's it called? Skylanders.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was Skyrim stuff.
they released it just the right amount. So you always have something, but you never feel like, oh, I'm gonna worry about it. It's not gonna be there. Nintendo was like, no, you're gonna worry about it. And Disney was like, flood the fucking market. People love these things.
But you know what I love is like GameStop had those 3-pack editions or whatever. It was like, they're still in GameStops.
With the Retro 3?
Yeah.
Duck Hunt.
Mm-hmm. Nobody fucking bought them. Nobody gives a shit about them. And I love GameStop. Like, when I went in to get my Halo 5 thing, that was like the first time I've been in a GameStop in a while. Just because the other, like Just Press and all them, which I love, but they're like on the other side of the world to me where I live. So I go in there and like, I walk in the store, I'm like, when did they start carrying all this plastic junk?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, now they have pop figures?
Yep.
They have pop figures, they sell cell phones, they do all kinds
they have
of
cell phone shit. I'm like, I walk around the corner, they have action figures now, they sell board games.
See,
and then I get to the counter.
They're Hot Topic without clothes, but with games. That's my opinion.
They're Hot Topic with less black clothing. Yeah. But then like I get around the corner. Yeah. And then I get even more pissed because like right there on a rack is GameStop exclusive comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing selling comic books anyway?
Yeah. The thing I find odd is that are video games that much of a dying market that you have to expand to all this ridiculous shit?
No, and I wonder what their turnover on that really is anyway.
Probably pretty great, actually. You have to consider who's going to the GameStops.
Well, I know for Pops it probably is, because those fuckers aren't going to die anytime soon.
Yeah. But like I said, you have to consider, like he said, it's like Hot Topic now. So you have all these, like,
and I remember when
going to GameStop and be like, oh, I can get all the things I want right here.
Well, and I remember when Hot Topic used to just be a fucking clothing store. And now you go in there and it's just like, here's everything like Totoro, here's everything Mario, Zelda, like Nightmare Before Christmas. There's like a whole quarter of the store that's Nightmare Before Christmas.
You can get like jewelry from like the Disney princess like movies and stuff. Like there's like Little Mermaid's locket and like all that other stuff.
Yeah, and they have walls of those fucking pop things too in there. Yeah. Exclusives to them as well, know? It's just like fucking. And
where are the Grindcast exclusive pops?
They're coming. Don't worry.
Funko.
Mine's gonna be easy to make. They don't have to put hair or nothing on it. Just fucking bald ass. I hate my life. But well, back to what we were originally talking about. So, I do think they're nuts. I think they're gonna spend their bunch of money on stuff that eventually isn't gonna be worth diddly shit. And your other part of your question, do you think companies are gonna start getting into it? I think they will eventually.
Some of them already have.
Yeah. Eventually, I think it'll be like that's going to be a market platform that all of them are going to end up using. And they might not go like the $100 Spectrum or whatever, but they'll probably plant like right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And because Jay's throwing out this question, he's going to appreciate my example I'm going to use here, and that's Topps.
So he wouldn't appreciate any of my examples.
No, he's going to appreciate it for the reasoning behind it. Topps,
They're good buddies.
Topps cards, baseball cards, sports cards, and stuff like that. They have their own eBay account called Topps Vault, where they sell basically old like photos and stuff that photographers have taken through the years, and they sell them through their eBay store. Well, now they use that to develop their own. This is why people don't request topics. No, they used it to put their brand out there, and now they're selling it through their websites. Now they're avoiding the eBay fees.
Yeah,
but there's other companies that do it too. Toys R Us is another one who has their own eBay store.
You're probably right.
God damn it.
There you go.
So yeah, it's already started.
Companies are going to do what they can to get money, especially when obviously you have people that are scalping things. Like, we always talk about the Amiibos, people going in and buying the fuck out of them. Like, I went to the GameStop the one day, and the girl there said, like, there's this couple that came in for the 30th anniversary Mario Amiibo, and they tried to, like, rush in and buy as many as fucking possible, even though there was a guy there that's, like, was waiting a little bit before them. People do that because they know they're going to get more money. If companies start breaking into it, it'd probably be cheaper, but it's definitely going to get worse.
They're going to have more ill will though, because if the company is, if the company, who makes Fallout 4?
That's Bethesda.
If Bethesda would,
fucking Acclaim? They don't even exist. They're dead.
If Bethesda came out and said, here's a limited bottle of Nuka-Cola for $50, we'd be all like, Bethesda, you motherfuckers. But because it's some dumbass on eBay selling it, we don't blame Bethesda for that.
I'd rather be mad at Bethesda than some Joe Schmo who's just being a fucking asshole about it, though.
Yeah. Because you feel it's more on the company as
because
because they don't have to do this.
Yeah.
The asshole, you can be like, oh, he's just being an asshole. I can probably find it cheaper somewhere else. But when the company's selling it that way, it's going to cost that much bottom line, and then you're going to have people selling it for even more.
Yeah. Because at least it's the company fucking you, not Frank from American Pickers.
Yeah. Well, God, I hope Frank from American Pickers isn't fucking me, but...
God damn it, Will. You have to be that guy right now.
It's what he said.
This is why people don't request topics.
It's full circle.
Yeah.
It's full circle.
I would like to think that the bearded charmer would give me a good deal. That's what I like.
That's a horrible fucking name.
You guys took it wrong direction.
That's like a dildo with fucking hair. That's what that sounds like.
The bearded charmer is a dildo.
That's what that sounds like. You can't say it doesn't.
That's actually called the Brawny Man.
What is that laugh? You're like a mouse.
You're like an old mouse.
Oh God.
The Brawny Man.
Oh.
Awesome.
It's a good topic.
So speaking of things like that, because this delves into our next topic, Nathan Burkett wanted us to talk about crazy internet-based careers. And porn is one of them.
I mean, look at fucking YouPorn. They're trying to get space porn.
What?
You didn't know about that? I could have sworn we talked about this in an episode.
No, you didn't bring in that kind of a new topic.
I swear to God I did.
If you brought in that topic, we know we would have talked about it.
It's been like an hour long just about that.
Look here. YouPorn
delicious cookie, by the way.
Thank you. I didn't make it, you know.
I eat the white part first and then the
Save
black
the
part.
chocolate because it's better.
Fucking delicious.
Exactly. YouPorn is the most visited porn streaming site.
I need something to drink now. I'll be right back. Keep going. I'm listening.
And I'm guessing they make a ton of fucking revenue with, like, I guess they have, like, subscriptions or whatever where you can get, like, premium porn.
And then they have ads.
Yeah, with ad revenue and all that. And they're trying to get enough money so they can launch a spaceship and have the first ever recorded porn in actual space.
Not just zero gravity, but
no, just
space.
Actually up in orbit and fucking.
I'm sure that's already happened before. It's NASA tapes.
Not this high quality.
Yeah.
Getting 4K. Ramming in the stars.
But when I think of ridiculous internet careers. I think of that Rent a Chicken website that we talked about really early on in our show's history.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Where like you could like go on this guy's website and you could rent a chicken. There's just
podcasters.
Well, I don't think that's ridiculous at all. I think that's real reasonable.
That's radio, friend.
That's
like saying radio host is a ridiculous career.
I mean, we're trying to get famous just sitting here arguing with each other.
What else would we do?
And Jason wins every time anyway.
No, I never win.
It's affirmative action.
It will always win.
He has to win every so many times. That's all we have.
It's whoever's wearing. It's whoever wearing an Argyle pattern today. So Will wins.
Bam!
Oh, you guys gotta duke it out now.
Oh, man,
his has got a bird on it. Yeah, so that's fight or flight right
Tony
there.
Hawk. Tony Hawk.
Is that really Tony Hawk?
Mm-hmm.
You fucking tank. You're not fucking. Fuck, where's a Tony Hawk T-shirt anymore? You got that game with the board.
Like Ride?
That was a garbage game.
No.
No, you collect and you don't have Ride.
No, I don't have Ride.
That peripheral's going for like $150 online.
That's ridiculous.
$5,000.
Who the fuck wants to pay that?
Comes with a pack of Nuka-Cola.
I would hope so at that price.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Scalpers.
See, I helped you.
eBay scalpers.
eBay scalpers is a ridiculous fucking job. And people will
do
say,
it.
oh, it's not really a job. No, it is legitimately a fucking job for them.
I think if you're making over a certain amount of money, it's a job. And I know that there's...
Oh, no, that's actually a real thing. I can't remember the exact amount, but once you start making X amount of money, it stops being a hobby and it's a taxable job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You're pointing at our framed dollar bill
first
there.
Dollar made.
First dollar made. Somebody bought a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was going to bring up about this, but...
Mad shout-outs to that person.
Absolutely.
Much respect.
So you had an idea for
I had something, but I fucking forgot it because...
I'd say those guys that start all the businesses where you pay them money to get a job online. That's not real. They just send you a book about how you get jobs online.
So motivational speakers?
Yeah, like that guy that started the video. It's like, up in the Hollywood Hills, got my Lamborghini right here. But you know what I like more than fast cars and money? It's these books. I read a book a day. Whatever that fucking asshole's name is. If you watch anything on YouTube, you've seen it.
He has a bunch of fucking ass, but now I remember what I was going to talk about. Another ridiculous fucking online job, and we were just talking about it earlier. KickStarter.
Yeah, I guess.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
You don't really do anything. You just, hey, I need this money to build this ridiculous thing that I may or may not get out to you guys.
Like that guy that got $25,000 because he wanted to make potato salad.
Yeah. Some good-ass potato salad.
I think, like, if you were the first couple hundred backers, he sent you, like, a potato from it or something.
No. You got, like, a picture or something.
Of him eating potato salad.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
For me, another one that I'm thinking of, and there's two different ways that it can go, and that's bloggers. Because bloggers can either be they're just blogging about their life and what they're eating for lunch or whatever. I don't understand why that's a career choice, but the bloggers that write things that are actually like about a certain topic or about a certain thing, where they're actually writing articles, not just a blog. That I get a little bit more, because that's sort of like modern day, what's the word I'm looking for?
Diaries?
No. Just like somebody's writing like
He's
articles.
saying the former is the modern day diaries, and the latter is more like
journalism.
Yeah.
It's like modern day, it's like freelance journalism, really, when it comes down to it.
Except a lot of times you probably don't get paid.
Right.
Like freelance journalism.
Freelance journalism. Exactly.
Well, I mean, if you ever go on the deep web, there's a lot of ridiculous internet-based careers on there. But
yeah,
you didn't need to go that far. Just go to Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist is a ridiculous.
There are people that try to make living off of Craigslist. That's true.
It definitely is.
All those MMFers out there. Google it if you don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
Or FFMs, or just use your imagination.
Just go to fucking Craigslist.
Just go to Craigslist, lose your soul, dive into the meet a person section.
It's like, are you into CFNM?
Inappropriate, Will.
It's just anagrams, man. Oh,
You know exactly what the fuck you're saying.
CFMM. You into DVDA?
Is it the weekend?
What is it not? Again, Google it if you don't know. Be blown away.
No, you won't.
Oh, come on. I was using a pun in there.
I know.
All right, cool.
I had to stop it.
So I'm going to move into a discussion topic now to cap off this wonderful episode. Amazing episode we got here. Okay, with the advent of there being like Steam machines and all that kind of stuff out there flooding the market, and there being all the mini consoles and all that stuff, do you ever think that consoles might ever be phased out just because of there being an overflux of all this extra shit?
See, personally, I doubt that. Because everybody thought home consoles were going to die, and then Nintendo brought the NES, and that just sparked a huge amount of new consoles to come out. Not to mention, everybody's going to have a TV. Everyone's going to have a fucking TV in their house. That's just how it is, because...
What if it goes to holograms?
We grow up that way. Shut up, man. We're not that far. The only people that have holograms are, like, NBC and
I saw a how-to on YouTube of how to make your phone a hologram. It's just like saran wrap and toothpaste. Just
stop it.
I did it and ruined my phone.
I'm sure.
I said that's all it is?
But yeah, nobody really... Because the thing with PC gaming is you're in this community that's like, oh, you have to have this.
I thought you were going to say you're in a basement.
You're part of this community that, like, kind of demands that you have the best specs for your PC.
Which is horseshit.
Which is insane, because my laptop plays games just fine. It's not fucking fantastic at all.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
Kind of is.
My laptop's better, and I don't even have one.
That's when it stops being a laptop and becomes a rig.
Exactly.
I fucking hate that word.
I brought it up.
God damn it.
It's insane to think that
fucking window washers use rigs.
It's insane to think that game companies would just completely stop making their own consoles for their first-party titles.
I can see them just going to making their own gaming PCs.
That's pretty much just
which I would love, because then it would end the whole, like, PC Master Race, motherfucker.
No, it wouldn't.
What I love is that, like...
oh, I built my PC. You got that stupid Nintendo PC.
Yeah. But what I love more than anything is, like, you go on to any kind of, like, fucking comment board for any game, even if it's a game that's not even on PC. And people are just like, oh, you know, like, this game sucks, it's better on PS4. And then you get, like, PC Master Race coming in. It's like... Why are you even here? And if you're such a master race, why are you wasting your important royal time on our fucking argument? I mean, I hate console war debating in the first place. I was about to say,
it's a pointless argument that you came and made even more pointless, which is insane, because you can't make something that's pointless more pointless.
It's just a bunch of fucking 4-year-olds, like, arguing over the goddamn internet over, like, oh, well, you know,
measuring dick size.
Destiny looked better on PS4 than it did on Xbox One. We have the same specs, though.
It's the exact same fucking game. The only thing different is Bungie has a deal with Sony to release things earlier there. Wow.
Yeah. And you'd think Bethesda had a deal with with Microsoft when Skyrim was out.
Oh my!
It's the exact opposite. They're like, all right, Microsoft, you get all the DLC. Sony, I will talk to you in a year or two.
Did I tell you about that? My one friend bought the Alduin edition for his PS3. Yeah.
What a dumb bastard.
Well, how was he supposed to know that the PS3 was just like, I don't understand how this DLC works?
I call him a dumb bastard, but I bought Skyrim for PS3. I grouped myself into that whole community. I was a dumb bastard, too.
I'm sure a lot of people were like, yeah, it's going to be really good on the PS3 and blah, 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 this and that. And then... it's broken, and you don't get any of the DLC until, like, a year later.
Yeah, it was horribly broken. It was bugs that you couldn't even go in the water without it erasing your save file.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like Mortal Kombat on PC.
Yeah. You couldn't go in water in a world that's surrounded with rivers, and it's a fucking island.
It's not an island.
And pretty much, it's a province that, like, is almost surrounded by water.
It's like three sides are completely...
And there's a major, side quest that you need to do that requires you to go over water to a glacial Glacier.
So you can get the
Glacial.
Glacier.
Fuck's it called?
Bear Grylls.
The Elder Scroll.
Yeah. Or that book of
I don't remember.
book of weird stitching.
You had to go talk to Hermaeus Mora.
Yeah. Ah, memories.
Yeah, I really don't see consoles being phased out ever, honestly. Unless first-party titles get wiped out and companies are like, well, we're not making money from, like, Halo anymore, so...
They could all go Konami and just make pachinko machines, so...
See, the only thing I can see is it may be getting phased out because third-party companies they might not want to keep having to alter their shit to keep it on consoles. Because it's made on PC first, they could just be like, well, we'll just put it on fucking PC and you guys get your first-party shit.
Yeah, but the thing about that is, most third-party companies are always going to be like, look, we're going to make this specific deal with you so we can make slightly more money than we would have otherwise. So it's like, hey, Sony, we'll make sure that you guys get this game first. We're going to give it to the other guys, but you get like a month and a half of having it, and then the other people will get it. And Sony's like, that's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
Because it's insane.
It's like the whitest guy working at Sony. That's a good deal. Here's my business card. Let's shake hands firmly on that.
It's just an insane thing that companies do that whole, oh, we're not going to make this exclusive. We'll just give you like a couple, like with Tomb Raider. I was probably going to buy an Xbone because I wanted to play the new Tomb Raider game.
You stop calling it that.
I
fucking hate it.
It's hilarious.
I fucking hate it. It's not because I own one. I just fucking hate people calling it that. It's just so dumb.
But yeah, it's insane because it was like originally it was going to be Xbox One exclusive, and then it was like, nah, Sony's going to get it too.
Yeah.
And this was like months ago before the game was released. It's that fucking quick for a company that just changed their mind.
I don't know. Maybe I'm pessimistic. I see there being a game crash again, possibly. Just because of, like, there being an overflux of games that fucking blow ass and
it's not even about
full of bugs and not being released completed and...
Well, AAA titles are becoming... Like you said, glitchy, and
they're becoming like Gem and the Holograms.
There's no standard. It's just get it out.
Some
there
companies
first.
still have standards.
Yeah, Nintendo does. Damn it.
Yeah, because that's why
they put that seal on all their shit. Nintendo had the NES had the best standards of all. There isn't a bad game on the regular NES.
Think about it this way: if Nintendo didn't have standards, we'd have The Legend of Zelda for the Wii U right now, and it would probably be a really awful game.
Nintendo's so funny with that, though, because they don't push their stuff out there, but they let other companies just release whatever the hell they want on their consoles.
Not always.
Not always. I don't think you're going to find a Leisure Suit Larry on a Nintendo console.
I think you can get that one on the Wii.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably all, censored.
It's like
beyond belief.
No, but I mean, like with shovelware. Where those companies were just pumping out whatever the hell.
It's just like
Ninja Bread Man or whatever it was called.
Yeah. Well, and, we had like a million party games on it.
Yeah.
That was just horseshit.
Action Girls Racing.
Yeah.
Which we're going to play sometime soon. I got to find it. It's the rarest game alive.
But
$500 on eBay.
Nintendo does have a bunch of like shovelware like this. I don't know who the fuck made it, but it was like a platformer based on memes. And it was the stupidest fucking things I've ever seen.
I would just play as Doge the whole time. Such platforms.
There's like so much fucking like air horns and like the Call of Duty quick scoping and Doritos. It's just like, what is this game? Nintendo, why did you allow this?
That's great.
Yeah, I don't see consoles going. I think maybe it'll get to a point where there'll only be 2 left standing. I don't think we're going to continue with 3 companies.
Sega and Nintendo.
Through the years. I think it will eventually.
Sega and Nintendo.
I honestly think, and I could end up being completely wrong, but I think Sony will eventually bow out because of the lot of stuff that they backed out of. Like, they've closed down their PC division. And it's
because nobody wants a fucking Vio. Everybody's like, I got a Vio. Like, way to spend shit tons of money for crap specs, dickhead.
Yeah, they
good rig
died with their portable, but I don't think the PlayStation's going to go away anytime soon. It's a really popular system. It's a very powerful fucking system, but Sony needs to stop trying to break into markets that don't fit them. Like, the PSP was a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Vita was not. Nobody fucking liked it. But they kept
weren't ready for Vita.
Well, the thing with, like, the PSP was a good idea, but not many people jumped on that one either.
Yeah, because they were
so then they decided, then they thought, well, this didn't go over good, so let's just try it again.
Yeah, but now, if you see, they actually have some of the games that came out on the Vita, they're porting them to the PS4.
Yeah.
Because
they did that with the PSP as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was like, you buy this one because there's PSP only God of War games that are going to be on here. And then it's like the first one sold well, and they're like, throw it on PS2.
Yeah.
So then people saw that, and they're
PS3,
like, PS3, sorry. So people saw that, and they're just like, well, I'll just fucking wait then.
Exactly. It's just like, their cross-platform nonsense, like, you can get Dragon's Crown for your PS Vita and the PS3 and play it together. It's like, why can't I just get it for the PS3 and play it?
Yeah.
Couch co-op.
Well, then
by the way, I'm really pissed off about couch co-op dying.
Well, then they did, like, and I think I brought it up before, like, for, like, WWE SmackDown 2004, I think it was, you had to unlock a character by having both versions. Like, you had to unlock him in the PSP in order to play him.
That's bull high.
It might have been Jake the Snake.
That's some
all that money for Jake the Snake, huh?
Yeah, I didn't do it, but I know people that did.
You could fucking buy his snake with all that.
Speaking of that, Nintendo kind of did that back in, like, the 64 and GameCube era for Perfect Dark. If you had both the Perfect Dark for the Game Boy Advanced, I think.
Yeah.
And for N64, you can hook them together and get, like, cheat codes, which wasn't, like, a big deal, because you don't really need those fucking codes, but it was just like...
Well, and they kind of did that recently with Smash Brothers being on
Smash
3DS and on Wii. It was like, you can get this special edition thing here, but you need to have this version of it instead, but then you can get this special version, but you need it for that one, too. That's how they fucked you with that.
Not really.
Just because you fucking love that game.
I really like Smash Brothers, and only reason I bought the 3DS version was because when you're like at an airport or whatever, I kind of want to play the game, but I can't because I'm.
When you're at an airport going to Texas, maybe?
I go to other places.
You just like hang out at the airport?
Yeah.
He likes to pretend he's traveling.
Every day before work, I just hang out at the airport. But yeah, like...
It's like, where are you going, little slugger?
The only thing that you can get, really, from having both is you can play the 3DS version with the Wii U version with your 3DS, which honestly is fucking retarded. You don't want to compete against people with actual controllers when you're using the handheld system.
Speaking of slugger, I told you happy birthday this week.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was. I was like, who the fuck is
the same guy who sends you texts every week going, I'm picking your ass up in 5 minutes.
Usually it has your name. This time it was just, who the fuck is this?
All right, now I gotta remember to delete my number.
And I'm like, why are they calling me Slugger?
Send them all your dick pics.
And I'm just like...
I hope that hit you in the dick.
It was close.
And I'm just like, this is such an awkward fucking thing. So I just left it. I got Happy Birthday from a couple people I didn't respond to at all.
Cool. That's awesome.
My mom called me at like fucking 5 a.m.
I don't have your number, so I was going to do it on Facebook, and then I realized that you don't go on Facebook, then I was just like, well,
look for Jason Thomas on Facebook, and everybody wish him a happy birthday.
It's too late. Birthday's dead.
Oh, belated. Who cares?
Birthday's dead.
Find him.
Birthday's dead. No more birthday.
Spam the shit out of his friend request box.
I won't
light him up.
Light it up.
I won't see it. I'll get like one email a week later saying, "Oh, you have 200 fucking friend requests." Delete email.
You're cold-hearted.
I don't go on fucking Facebook. The people I want to talk to, I talk to. Like right now.
You're gonna be like the fucking Ross of our Game Grumps, where you just don't like fucking talk to anybody. All right. Well, hey, thanks for all being here, guys. And
I guess I'm done talking.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by. It was an okay episode.
Yeah. They're all good.
Did it improve or get worse after we stopped talking about CNFM?
I don't know. It got worse when like people stopped talking.
You got the anagram wrong, but it's okay.
Wait, how did he say
He
it?
said CNFM, which I think is like some kind of like radio signal or something.
CNFM, so it's like clothed nude female males.
Available on Craigslist.
All right, everybody, on that note, Will's going to tell you where he can find us.
Well, you can.
Well, that's a good way to start it. Well, if you still want to find us,
Find us in a well.
No, don't go down there. She never sleeps. Bonus points if you get that reference. Grindcast.libsyn.com is where you can find us. You can also find us on iTunes. Subscribe to us using the podcast app. Get it sent directly to your device of choice. You can follow us on grindedword.com. You can follow us on Facebook at The Grinded Word. You can also follow us on the Twitter machine. That's
I still haven't found this machine.
Big G, Grinded Word. And then, of course, always remember to stop by YouTube, which seems to be starting to grow a little bit there. Yeah. I'm excited to see that.
Always remember to stop by my house.
Yeah, stop by Matt's house. Call him with the number in the episode earlier.
All the games that. I don't like out the window.
Yeah, just stand outside. He throws things at you. It's fun. Yeah, you can find us on YouTube. Not only check out the podcast, but you can also check out Grinded Gaming. Currently right now we've got some Resident Evil 5 episodes coming out.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're all right. They're doing all right. But then we got some classics out there too, that people can check out, including Sonic Spinball, Altered Beast, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. You can check us out on that. Oh, and then Super Ghouls and Ghosts, of course. Everybody loves that episode too. So as always, folks, thank you for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode.